Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the New York Yankees. Biggest story in this one. First pitch coming your way next. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Mitchell with 4 runs batted in his last game. On the ground, Perdomo fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boone, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And there's a ball.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. That clips the zone. 0-1. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first, and Witt is out. And the Orioles set down in order. Orioles nothing, Yankees coming to bat. Back after this on the show. Back in the Bronx, and on the hill in this one, Joe Ryan.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Blake Perkins leading things off and takes a strike. Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Batting second, the third baseman.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Blake Perkins.
Boog, what a great talent. I mean, the kind of player who can dominate a game at times, be a perennial all-star. He's going to take home some hardware as well. I mean, he's one of the best in the game today and always fun to watch.
Manny Machado stands in now and watches strike 1. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
Here's Josh Bell. Maybe not an elite level switch hitter, but still a guy. Some contact and just success as a hitter from both sides of the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he doesn't get too big with the swing. He knows how to hit behind runners, and those are guys that can just smell that RBI. So when you're talking about a consistent player like this that can give you good at-bats from each side of it.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out.
Everything came together for him. Phil got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
So a man at first. Here is Aaron Judge, one of the elite home run hitters in the league this year. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs. Swings through that one out in front that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Pitch misses there. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And it remains 2-2. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game one of this three-game set. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Judge waits and misses inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Over to Goldie. Out number 3. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. First pitch just misses.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Over to first, and he's safe. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Duran on at first. Nobody out. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here comes Yoan Moncada. That misses the zone. 1-0. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. That one not close. And that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That clips the corner.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
Now, Reese Hines. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. And the slider just misses. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Towards first. Bell over to second, and they turn the double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Gets the outside corner with that one. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. Runner at third, 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 1 run. Back here in New York, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's a former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Altuve.
Ryan back to work. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Altuve went deep in his most recent game. Hit on the ground to the right side. Goldie steps on the bag. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Perdomo, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. That one just missing inside. Now 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Oh! 3 balls. 2 strikes.
And that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Yasmani.
1 down. Yasmani Grandal stepping in now for the Yankees.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, batting over 300 so far this month.
There's a strike.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Two outs. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Perdomo off of first with 2 away. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
Ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1 left for the Yankees as they're unable to add to their 2-1. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. There's the strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And a curve misses outside. High in the air, out to right. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
The batter,
The batter now, Garrett Mitchell. Grounded out his first time up. Foul ball there. Out to short. Perdomo on to first. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran.
And here is Ezekiel Duran. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And it is 2-1. And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Fights it off. He'll see another. Off the mark there. And the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Line drive. Reaches, but can't make the grab.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Little chopper rolls foul. Two outs. Just missed. Next pitch in for a strike. 1-2. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. One hit, one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Blake Perkins. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And ball 1. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead of the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Josh Bell at the plate now. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball. The wind to kick the 2-0. And there's a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
2 outs, base is empty. And the sweeper misses. Aaron Judge would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
On the ground right side, but it kicks foul. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a chopper out to short. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. Yanks held in check, but they still lead it 2-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
The 1-1. Line drive, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's
Now batting.
2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's in there, 0-1. Outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. Tag, save. Grandal's throw not in time. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Durant at third with nobody out. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. And the runner stays where he is.
Really nice job behind the plate with the pressure on. Tying run at third, so he did a great job of not only completing the strikeout at first, but also making sure that that guy stays put 90 feet away. That doesn't go unnoticed.
Moncada in the box lays off for ball 1. Ground ball to the right side. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Well, that's a productive at bat right there. I'm sure he wanted a knock, but puts the ball in play, brings that run in from third, ties up the ball game.
Hines, the next to hit, takes outside. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that one is in for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We are tied 2-2. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Broken bat, roller to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Higashioka batting with 1 down, takes a strike. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball right side. 2 up, 2 down.
Now
Jose
back,
Altuve
second
up to hit
baseman,
here.
Jose
0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. There's a strike up high. And it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
0-2.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Scoops it up barehanded. Steps on the bag. Got him. Nicely done there. Verlander back to work. And a swing and a miss. Goldie, a former MVP, more than 2,000 hits in his career. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now it's the DH, Kevin Alcantara. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Outside low, 2 balls and a strike.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That one down the line, and it stays fair.
Up next for the Orioles, the center
Stepping
fielder,
in, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there. That's strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. Grounder might be 2. Over to Perdomo. That's 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning with no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back at Yankee Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And there's a foul ball. Next offering is down low. That one missed. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hines makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani.
Yasmani Grandal up to hit. He's 0 for 1. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Right through there for a strike. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Marcelo Ozuna getting ready to hit. Thought looking his first time up.
Ozuna.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it, and that'll do it. Nothing. Just missed. The Yankees with some action in their pen. Justin Slayton up and throwing. Moretta getting cranked up as well. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And the count even 1-1. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Witt at the plate now. That's ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there are 2 down. Now batting Jarren Duran. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one ripped. Perkins makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now here is Blake Perkins. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And that one ripped to left, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Machado at the plate now, and that's inside. Turned on, but foul wide of third. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And now they're out front. It's 4-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That pitch looked like the splitter.
And next for New York, Josh Bell, 1 for 2.
Number 50, Kendall Graveman.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hobie Milner, the left-hander, up and throwing. Castro, the right-hander, also getting loose. And that's outside. Now 1-2.
2 strike.
Out to short. Witt zips it to first. One away. Bottom of the 6th.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
In there, and it's 0-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And Judge spoils that one. The 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting, the
Kyle
designated hitter,
Higashioka
Kyle
stepping in now for the Yankees. He's grounded out a couple of times. This one in the air. Witt drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees.
Now pitching for the
Back for
New
more
York
from the
Yankees.
Bronx. Top of inning number 7.
63.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Justin.
Fastball for a strike. That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Fought off foul. The Orioles trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one is inside ball 1. That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. To the right side, Bell. And he takes it himself for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Goldie in the box now. Takes strike 1. Hines stands at second with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Yankees 4 and the Orioles 2.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Obi Milner.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Altuve at the plate and takes high there. Ground ball, Goldie. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Now here is Geraldo Perdomo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's outside. And that's ball 2. Just missed. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. There's a strike, and the count is 3-1. And a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. 2 out.
Now batting, catcher.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. To third, slides for the stop, throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and now the DH, Kevin Alcantara. Breaking ball misses down and away. Moretta, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. That one finds the zone, and 1-1.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Fouled off. He was late. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off with multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And the first offering is not close. Moretta, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And fires in a fastball at 95.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Headed towards the corner. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
And now it's going to be Ezekiel Duran, 1 for 3. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side here in the 8th. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Yankees 4 and the Orioles 2.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different. I'm about to change up the game. They can't look away. Yeah, there's no
Now pitching for
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Eric Miller.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ozuna in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
No strike.
Next pitch is downstairs. And a foul ball. Two. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Miller. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
And up next for New York, Blake Perkins. Late on that fastball. Action in the pen down there. Bo Brisky is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. One down, base is empty.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
2 down, base is empty. And now it's Manny Machado. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. Just missed. Look out! And it hit him.
Thank you, mate.
And now the first baseman, Josh Bell.
Number 19, Josh Bell.
Not close with that one, and that is ball 1. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one.
Judge.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball there. And that is out of play. Two outs. Swing and high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 7-2.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home
Pitching for
Kyle Higashioka stepping in now for the Yankees. Check swing, called strike. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Off the mark there, and now it's even 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's down and in. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
All over that one right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Now at the plate, Jose Altuve.
0-1.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Mitchell sizes this one up, and that is that. Yankees with a 3-run shot. Last chance for the Orioles. Back in New York, and now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 50.
The shortstop takes the ball. Movement in the Yankees pen. Liam Hendricks getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Chapman getting loose as well. Missed with a changeup. 2-0. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Jarren Duran, the next to hit for the Orioles. And takes low for ball 1. Ripped, but it curls foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And right back to the mound. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
So they're down to their final out. And into the box for Baltimore, Austin Wells. Hit hard, base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now Yoan Moncada. There's a strike. That's in there. 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Alexander is just one strike away. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next. Now
Reese Hines, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Number 40, Luis Garcia.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And they are headed for October. They've won the American League East.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're...